Has anyone ever heard of the Hyperloop? Loud crowd. I hear a lot of yeses, which is excellent. We all love Elon Musk and his mission on changing the world for the better. He has had many projects like SpaceX, Tesla, Neuralink, etc., etc. So, he also enforces his mission on changing the world for the better. But what if we could do better? What if each of us individually takes a step forward towards a better future for us all and our offspring far after that? So, how do we do that? Well, simply put, we could innovate ourselves, and if that is too hard, we go deeper in the innovations that already exist and try to come up with solutions. I just hope you all do realize that people aren't the only ones being able to be transported by the Hyperloop. Products and goods, they can get transported too. They can be transported. Think about that. Think about that. Think about how fast events and festivals could be built up. Think of how fast people could be transported to those events. That is, of course, if the pod makes it in one piece. For if it has a tiny crack in it, the oxygen will be pushed out and people will die. This is, of course, because the Hyperloop travels in a near vacuum space. It won't be like in the movie Total Recall, but people will die because of the lack of oxygen. Let's just say it will be very unlikely that there will be a death when the Hyperloop just transports the goods. So, what I'm leaving to you out here today is a way to think of the pros and cons of the Hyperloop. I'll even have a few threats for you, and fewer examples are resolved. Entrepreneurs. This is for the entrepreneurs. 1. The cargo could be scattered after an accident in the Hyperloop, which could lead to a slower build-up of events. 2. For train companies and airlines. They see the quick and ecological travel that the Hyperloop brings and will take action to compete with the Hyperloop. 3. For the truck drivers. Through the new way of transport for the goods and products, it is possible for truck drivers to be used less. 4. Passengers. When the capsule breaks open or has an accident, where it most likely will break open, people will get blown into the vacuum tunnel. With that little oxygen, humans will die. So, in one of the brainstorm sessions I've performed, that's right, you gotta perform, I came to some solutions. One of them is to make multiple Hyperloop tunnels and have one or two pods on standby until a pod has a malfunction. And do not use those tunnels until it has malfunction. It doesn't prevent the accident, but it helps other entrepreneurs with the waiting time after the accident. Another solution was for threat number 3, which could be very simple. The idea to a solution is to only make the Hyperloop tunnels for the major cities of each province. Once it gets to the major cities, truck drivers have to deliver it to the last location of the route. The route. Long rides will be prevented, so the over hours the truck drivers put in, where they stay awake the entire night. Of course, this doesn't apply for every truck driver, but it's a start. Now that wasn't my solutions to a few of the threats. Now it's time for you entrepreneurs to do the same. You can brainstorm alone or with others and get to solutions. Give your children and theirs the society they deserve. So, loop it up.